All right, spit 4 bars. Change up. Something else interesting. As the world opens back up, people are going to start doing live events, shows, and venues once again. And that includes beat battles. In this video, I'm going to share with you my top 5 tips on how to win or at least get to the final round of the beat battles that you enter. And we're going to start right now. Tip number 1 is to play your best beat first. I learned this tip from DJ Pain 1. He has a video that's very similar to this, and I'll leave a link in the description. I know it's tempting for you to want to save the best beat for last for when you get to the final round, and it does make sense because you want your last round to be your best, but if you don't play your best beat first, the weaker beat that you're playing first might not be good enough to beat the first person that you're going against. So play your best beats first so that you can at least get to round 2. Tip number 2 is to keep the person that is hosting. Coney, get out of here. Stop it. Go lay down. Go lay down. Tip number 2. Keep the person hosting the beat battle in mind. Put yourself in the shoes of the person hosting the event, the DJ, the producer, whoever. He or she is trying to put on a good show, to create something special for their audience. You as the producer are adding value to this person and their audience by providing fire beats to this beat battle so that people could be like, oh, this is dope, this is crazy, I don't know who's gonna win, oh, it's gonna go to the final round. That stuff is really entertaining. That stuff is really cool to see something like that go on. So what you want to do is be as much of an asset as possible. If they're telling you to email an MP3 of your beat, do not send them a Dropbox link. If they're saying the beat needs to be a minute long, do not send them a full 4-minute version of the beat. All this can work for online beat battles as well. Since the pandemic, there's like a resurgence of online beat battles. It works in both cases. If there is an event where you have to be somewhere physically, please be early. I've made the mistake of being late and like them worrying about me and the show's about to start and it's like, where's OK Hip Hop? It's like, oh, I missed the train. It's like, oh, well, come on, man, what are you doing? If you're intentional about being an asset, there's a possibility that you'll build a relationship with the person running the show, and they may call you back for more shows in the future because you were just that reliable. You might not even have the best beats, but because you're on time and you're like on it and you send something, you follow all the directions, you're not a headache, they'll just call you back because it's like, hey, we need producers. I'm trying to run this show. This guy is on point. This guy's on time. This guy is always delivering. He's following directions. Let's call him back. Tip number 3, keep your beats interesting and end the beat on your own terms. No long, epic intros. You have to capture your audience within the first 10 seconds. After 10 seconds, if the beat either hasn't dropped or it's not dope, you're gonna lose them. Try different effects or mute the beat in certain aspects to just create more dynamic. Every 4 bars, like try to add like a tape stop effect or some kind of mute or some kind of delay, like something interesting to keep it interesting for the whole duration of the beat. End the beat before the maximum time limit. So let's say your beat has to be a minute long. They're only gonna play your beat for a minute. End your beat at 55 seconds and then like put like an echo or your tag or like a tape stop so that it's not just droning on and then the DJ has to cut it off and be like, all right, that was OK Hip Hop, you know, and then you will leave more of an impact and impression if you end the beat with your tag or if you ended it on a tape stop. All right, so here's an example of a beat, keeping it interesting throughout the entire time. The beat was supposed to be a minute long, but I ended it at 51 seconds. So let's just play through the beat. I'll talk through it so that you guys have an idea of what I'm talking about. So this intro is 10 seconds. First drop. All right, spit 4 bars. Change up. Something else interesting. Some tricks with the 808. Little effect. So that way I made more of an impact and left an impression on the audience more than I would have if I would have just played a beat droning on forever. Tip number 4, do not be afraid to use the same beats as you've done in previous beat battles. If you had a beat battle 2 months ago, and then you have another beat battle now, you can use the same beats. It's okay. I'm mentioning this because I had the same issue where I would stress myself out trying to make brand new beats and trying to like come up and top myself and like, oh man, I have to come up with something new because people are gonna know. No one's gonna know, and if they do know, they don't care. Play your best stuff. It also helps you if you play the same beats because you can test out beats and see which ones work and which ones don't. And after you've done like 5 beat battles in a row and you can create a compilation of all these different beats that work, you will have a better chance of winning beat battles because you know which ones work and which ones don't. So don't be afraid to play the same beat from different beat battles. Tip number 5, remember that you are not there to win, you are there to network. I have won beat battles and I have lost beat battles. Winning a beat battle means absolutely nothing if you're not there networking with the host of the event and networking and collabing with the other producers. I have been to a beat battle and lost in the first round, but I also met people who changed my life afterwards. I would never have made contact with these people, never would have worked with these people. It's better to go there for the purpose of networking than it is to get so caught up in the competition and winning. I've won a beat battle and I got so hopped up on winning that I didn't really network with anybody, and nobody remembers nor cares that I won that beat battle. I probably couldn't tell you when it happened. It was a couple of years ago, but winning a beat battle doesn't make your career that much better or whatever. While it would be nice to win, it's good to win. You want to win, obviously, but it is a secondary goal to the better goal, which is networking. And if you go with that mentality of I don't have to win, then you really won't be mad when you do lose your first couple of beat battles if you haven't been in one yet. I appreciate you guys stopping by. My name is OK Hip Hop. If you're new here, please subscribe. If you learned anything in this video, hit the like button. It helps us out a ton. We make videos like this 3 times a week. We go live every Sunday where we make beats and we just hang out. My name's OK Hip Hop, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.